We're back here on CBS Sports HQ, where last season in the NFL, not one team went from last in their division to best in the division. This year, we're looking at 4 teams who can potentially do it. To help us, let's go ahead and welcome in our own Charles Davis. Charles, it's great to see you. We're going to play a little game of buy or sell here to help us really come to a conclusion on teams who can potentially go on to win their division. Let's go ahead and start here with, are you buying or selling that the Patriots can win a highly competitive AFC East that, of course, features the Bills as the front runner?
Yeah, Jordan, that's a sell because this is the Bills and Chase in terms of a division, okay? We've always been able to be proven wrong, right, when those teams emerge out of nowhere. But as I sit here right now in late June, right, headed towards the season, it's the Bills, it's the Bills, it's the Bills. Good luck to everyone else.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying sell. But if I'm the New York Jets and I'm the Miami Dolphins, I am worried. I'm casting a wary eye towards the Patriots. The improvement that has happened in this offseason, starting with Mike Vrabel becoming the new head coach, and now they're going to play to his style as time goes on. Then the additions that they've made over time on offense, Stephon Diggs and Mac Hollins at wide receiver, drafting Garrett Bradbury to play, bringing Garrett Bradbury to play offensive line, bringing in Morgan Moses, then drafting Will Campbell at left tackle. Now they have a legitimate starting point for an offensive line. Then the defensive side of the ball, signing Milton Williams at defensive tackle, bringing in Harold Landry from Mike Vrabel's Tennessee Titans at outside linebacker. These are great starting points. I just think this team's going to get better and quickly because of the Mike Vrabel influence and what they've done in the draft under Elliott Wolf's direction.
Yeah, may not win the division, but we expect them to be a surprise team and really improve upon that 2024 performance. All right, next up, buy or sell, the Bears can win the NFC North. Tell us why there's some reason for optimism here.
Yeah, there is reason for optimism. I'm going to say that they can. I'm buying the Chicago Bears. And I realized, Jordan, last year we bought them big off of Hard Knocks, didn't we? That really looked good. Caleb Williams coming to town. Well, Ryan Poles, their general manager, has really been on what I call a heater. Off-season, getting this offensive line fixed. Drew Dahlman at center, Joe Tooney at left guard. I mean, bringing in players for them. Then on defense, Grady Jarrett on the defensive front. Don't forget Jonah Jackson on the offensive line, too. So you've got the center and both guards now helping out a young quarterback. Then you bring in Colston Loveland at tight end in the draft. Luther Burden as a slot receiver. You know, I just like everything that this team has done. And I look at Detroit. Lost both coordinators. Will they have an adjustment period? Minnesota, quarterback is not a rookie, but will be playing like a rookie because this is the first time he's getting to play in J.J. McCarthy. Green Bay is the most stable franchise right now. I love the culture in Detroit, right? I love what Minnesota does. But there's definitely reason for optimism. That's why I'm buying the Bears.
All right, reason for optimism there for the Bears. New coaching staff, offensive improvements, as you mentioned, for Caleb Williams, Luther Burden with the addition, and then their competition having some question marks. Let's keep it rolling here. Buy or sell that the Titans can win the AFC South?
I'm selling, but I like what they're doing.
Okay.
All right. They've made a lot of changes with the front office, obviously. Mike Borgonzi's coming as the new general manager. Chad Brinker goes as director of football operations. But they had the #1 pick in the draft. They got the #1 quarterback, got Cam Ward. So you hit the reset button on optimism, right? Remember last year, the optimism was Will Levis would play well at quarterback. He didn't play to the level that they needed. All right, I like Brian Callahan as a head coach. I love Denard Wilson as a defensive coordinator. He doesn't get enough attention. He keeps them in games himself. They are getting better as an organization. They've brought in some free agents that you're going to like. Dan Moore at left tackle, obviously, and Tyler Lockett at receiver. But all in all, Houston weathered the storm last year, Jordan, being the team that people chase. I think they're going to be even better this year. I like what's going on in Houston. I like what Tennessee's doing, but I can't say that I'm going to buy them winning the division.
Yeah, maybe not this upcoming season, but they are on the right track. Well, last but certainly not least, buy or sell that the 49ers can win the NFC West?
I know this might be a little bit controversial to people. I feel like people have taken the 49ers and said their best days are behind them, but I'm buying it. Because I think the NFC West is out there for whoever wants to go get it. And I'm counting on these 49ers having much better health this season than they last, Jordan. By the end of last season, you were getting a phone call to come in for a tryout. Even my old carcass of a body was getting a phone call to come in for a tryout. They were really beat up trying to play the rest of that division and play the rest of their season. I think with good health, they can get right back on track. Trent Williams comes back at left tackle. I never expect him to do anything but be dominant playing up front. They got the contract taken care of with their quarterback. Yes, I know he's no longer Mr. Irrelevant, blah, blah, blah. He is a good player. Brock Purdy is an excellent quarterback for them. You get Christian McCaffrey back. And I think on the defensive side of the ball, getting Robert Saleh back as the coordinator, I really like this team. He'll turn Nick Bosa loose. We know that. They drafted Alfred Collins from Texas. They drafted Michael Williams from Georgia for rush purposes. But the back end of the defense, I like Jair Brown and Malik Mustafa. I really love those safeties. I think San Francisco's got a chance in a pretty good NFC West.
That is a hot take, but I trust you, Charles Davis. As long as they can stay healthy, they have a chance. Always great to see you, my friend. You can watch the NFL on CBS Sports HQ. We have the best highlights when the season begins, all of the latest scores, of course, and the NFL news. It's all here, and it's all free.